Hello there, lovely friends. So, if you're preparing for RBI Grade B and NABARD Grade A examination, you must know that current affairs is a deal breaker in your examination. It can be a deal maker also if you understand it really well and then prepare it thoroughly. So, we all know that current affairs have been divided into three basic parts for your understanding and for the examination requirement. So, very first part of your current affairs is, guys, government schemes. Then your second part would be reports, national, international reports, all sorts of. Third would be your day-to-day syllabus related events, right? So today I am going to discuss with you the relevance of reports. Right, I have done a detailed video on the preparation of reports. Do watch that video. Link of the same is in the description of this video. So let's try to demystify the reports coverage for RBI as well as NABARD examination. We know that ESI subject is common in both the examinations, but is there a difference in the requirement of these two examinations? If yes, how to tackle that? So these questions would be answered today in this quick video. So the very first thing that you have to understand for RBI and NABARD is the weightage of reports. In your current affairs, reports hold a high weightage, that we know, be it RBI, be it NABARD. But is it equal for both the examinations? So we have done an analysis of both these examinations from past 3 years, and here is the data that I am presenting to you. In the 2021 exam of RBI Grade B, this is about phase 2, my dear friends. You have to understand, right? So with the changed pattern, objective paper is of 50 marks in RBI as well as NABARD. So in 2021 there were questions of 13 marks out of 50 marks of objective paper. On the other hand, in NABARD there were 5 marker questions out of 50 marks in the objective paper. 2019, the 2020 paper of RBI did not take place due to the ongoing pandemic. So in 2019 paper took place, and there when there was 100 marks objective paper, now it is only 50 marks and 50 is descriptive. So when there was 100 marks paper, 22 marks were devoted to the report section. While in NABARD, out of 100 in the year 2020, I could get only 1 mark question related to reports. In 2018, guys, 24 marks out of 100, while in NABARD in 2019, 41 marks out of 100, right? So this is cumulatively ESI plus ARD, right? How these reports are different, that I will tell you later in the video. And this is, when I say this is only for ESI. Okay, so with this, what do we get to know? The very first thing that we can establish is that reports are very important in RBI. They are also important in NABARD, but not consistently. You cannot leave reports and say your current affairs have been prepared. While in NABARD, there is a way to cover reports, because a lot of agri-related estimates, agri-related reports are also covered under the report section only. So, all in all, what I want to say is that reports are high in weightage in RBI Grade B examination. Right. So, what I can say is that the value that schemes hold in NABARD, the same value is held by reports in RBI. I hope you would agree with me on this if you have experience of these examinations. If you do not, then this is a new thing for you that you must know if you are planning to appear in both these examinations, right? So, moving on to the next step, that is the difference in the type of reports. So what are the type of reports? Are these the same, like the same report you have to prepare for RBI and NABARD, or is there a difference in the types that you have to prepare? So for your understanding, this my weighing scale tells you, again, as I established earlier, that RBI has more weightage of reports. So talking about the ESI reports, national and international, both level reports are required for this RBI examination. Be it a report released by Niti Aayog, be it a one released by Ministry of Finance, or be it a report by ILO, IMF, World Bank, right? On the other hand, if I talk about NABARD, ESI reports majorly from national level are important. This does not mean that international reports are not important. They are. But when we compare it with RBI, we will find that in comparison to the RBI, national reports are more important. International, there are just few dimensions that you have to cover. While in RBI, national, international, both reports are equally important. A detailed passage or an international report can appear in RBI. There is very bleak chances that an international report by OECD has been released and a passage on that has been asked in NABARD. Rather, they will directly ask that who releases this report in terms of international reports, while RBI has given this OECD passage in its 2021 question paper. Coming to the second part, ARD reports. So when I say ARD reports, due to which the weightage of reports went high in 2018 NABARD, is the ARD one. The reports which are related to agriculture section, or the annual sanitation survey, or the surveys related to rural development or rural areas, they are important. They hold high weightage. And ARD reports are of national level only. You do not find questions from international level agriculture reports. That means the agri estimates, the annual report of the Ministries of Agriculture, NABARD annual report, these are the ones which hold importance. While these reports are not as relevant here, for the simple reason Indian agriculture is a part of RBI, but the detailed ARD paper is not taking place. Rather, their finance paper is taking place. So anything that is related to your finance syllabus, the report related to that will become important for you. So on the other hand, in RBI, finance related reports are important. In NABARD, ARD related reports are important. Okay, I hope you understand it. Now, let me give you an example related to finance. Your NSFE, National Strategy for Financial Education by RBI, National Strategy for Financial Inclusion by RBI, a fintech report, a committee that has submitted its report related to, let's say, import export. So it is relevant for NABARD also. I am not saying that it is not relevant, but it is more relevant here. Right, when I write star, so I just mean that ARD reports are more important for NABARD, while just selective part, the overview of those reports you have to know for RBI. Same is with finance. Finance related reports, the financial stability report by RBI, annual report by RBI, in detail you will cover for RBI, while just an overview will be sufficient for NABARD. Lastly, a very important point that you have to understand, reports that are related to economy and finance are more important for RBI. They are not that important for NABARD. Why? Because social issues is the term of ESI, right? ESI has economics and social issues. So social issues are more relevant for NABARD. I hope you get this, that what type of reports are to be covered. Let me give you another example. There is this report which is called a quinquennial report, that is, it is released every 5 years. So agri census, livestock census, handloom census. So these are the reports that are released by the government. So these you can leave when preparing for RBI, while you cannot leave while preparing for ARD. Right. On the other hand, the important reports which are related to ease of doing business, you will cover for NABARD, but for RBI you will cover in very detail. So let me just take you to my third point on that point, so you'll better understand. My third point is the dimensions of the reports that I started telling you in the previous slide. So what to cover is about the dimensions, the examples that I started giving you lastly. So here are the dimensions. RBI grade B, there are uncertain dimensions. Well, when covering any report, when you have identified that it is for RBI, you need to cover it in detail. You cannot just cover it from the important points, right? Just go through that, who releases it, when is it released, what is the theme. You cannot just cover and go, right? You have to go in the depth. So that means in-depth coverage is required for RBI examination. While for NABARD, dimensions are more or less fixed. The type of reports and the dimensions are also fixed, right? So moderate coverage is required. I hope you understand the dimensions. How are they relevant for RBI and NABARD? I hope now you will be able to understand that if you are covering one report, what questions could be asked in RBI, and same report, what questions can be asked in NABARD. There is this difference. If you understand, guys, your preparation will become easy. I would strongly suggest you to access our previous year questions, the papers we have given, a complete marking with the syllabus and the topic has been given. That will really help you to understand it. I hope you find this video useful. Now I'll just summarize what have we read. So way to approach the reports after getting the knowledge of the examination. So guys, weightage you've got to know that RBI has more weightage in comparison to NABARD. type of report, you should be able to identify that this report is the one which is more relevant for RBI, this is the one which is more relevant for NABARD, and the third type which is common for both these examinations, I need to cover this report. Niti Aayog's multidimensional poverty index, recently it was released. It will be helpful for both RBI and NABARD. You have to cover. Similarly, if there is some financial stability report, more relevant for RBI. On the other hand, some agri-related estimates, census, horticulture related, that will be more relevant for NABARD. But the common reports, as I gave you MPI, the dimensions of MPI shall be fixed in NABARD. Okay. While in RBI, you'll have to go in detail. You have to know the parameters, the methodology that has been used. Were the performers, they were worst? Why were they worst? All such things. So I think you must be worried now. How shall I cover? How shall I cover all these reports? So very simple reason. When you know the dimensions, for that I have taken a video already. I have mentioned in the starting of this video. Refer to that video. Now when you are clear about dimensions, guys, you will get to know newspapers shall be your best source. Although we provide a document covering reports completely, but if in case you do not have our course, then important newspapers like The Hindu. I'll just write so that, because I see students then comment and ask. So Business Standard, Live Mint, ET, Economic Times is another wonderful newspaper. So if you cover the reports coverage on these particular newspapers, through these newspapers, you will cover all the things required for your examination, right? One more thing, PIB, if it is a government report, very important. So I think that's it. You've got to know. I hope you like this video. If you want me to come up with other such videos for your other current affairs parts like schemes and day-to-day news, then let me know in the comments, and also let me know, did you learn anything from this video? Thank you so much for your precious time. Take care, and feel free to drop us an email at hello@edutab.co.in for any query that you have in your mind. Bye-bye. Take care.